Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the Barcelona model of urban regeneration, specifically what was discussed in my paper. So, after the death of Spanish dictator Francisco Franco in 1975, Barcelona entered a major period of political, social, and economic change, where leaders worked together to create what is now known as the Barcelona model of urban regeneration, a way of rebuilding the city, reestablishing it in front of a global scale, revitalizing public spaces, and encouraging collaboration between public and private sectors, while also developing smaller, more community-focused urban projects and increasing community involvement. This model really gained global attention when Barcelona used the 1992 Olympic Games as a major opportunity to modernize the city and beautify it while also simultaneously reshaping its image. So for the pros, I'm going to talk about just a few things I talked about in my paper. First, starting with just urban modernization. During Franco's time, the city lacked the proper infrastructure to have a good quality of life. So urban modernization took over, and Barcelona dramatically upgraded its infrastructure, adding many new parks, extending the beach 4 kilometers long, transportation systems, and a lot of public spaces, even in Gracia. For the first time in decades, the city finally was able to connect to the Mediterranean. As for economic growth, tourism skyrocketed. The number of hotels, accommodations, visitors just doubled, and the Olympics helped drive major short-term economic success. Barcelona was actually one of the only Olympics that turned a profit. There are still countries and cities that are still trying to get out of the negative. So this was shocking. And then as for their global perception, Barcelona rebranded itself as a vibrant, metropolitan European city. It's no longer seen as this just industrial port city, but as a destination for cultural and architectural immersion. As for national identity, these changes help restore a sense of local pride. After years of cultural suppression under Franco, people in Barcelona could once again celebrate their identity and their history. However, the model was not perfect. It also had some serious drawbacks. Drawbacks including unequal distribution of resources and development. Much of the investment went towards places such as Montjuic, the Eixample, and Barceloneta, Poblenou, while working class neighborhoods such as San Martí and Alverval were just overlooked, which leads into gentrification. I currently live in San Martí, Poblenou area, and you can see that it is still actively being gentrified because as the city became more attractive and aesthetically pleasing, property values just increased significantly, with many longtime residents being pushed out to the outskirts, and more affordable housing was just not prioritized and just completely overlooked. In a short-term focus, the Olympics brought a lot of money at first. However, the economic benefits faded very quickly, leaving the city to deal with rising inflation and social inequality, and loss of community. The revitalization often meant pushing out the existing communities and replacing them with developments aimed at tourists and investors, especially in areas like the Gothic Quarter and Plaza Catalunya. Um, it's aimed towards tourists and investors rather than your everyday local citizens. I don't know if other people can tell, but I can definitely tell that once I'm in Plaza Catalunya at the Urquinaona train station center, there's not many Catalonians or or people that are local to Barcelona. It's all tourists and or people with a lot of money. In conclusion, the Barcelona model was a major success, but also a lesson for the city. Now the city relies on almost pretty much fully tourism and um, automotive companies for their economic benefits. And it has just transformed the city's image, improved infrastructure, and brought international recognition, but it also showed how dangerous it can be when cities focus too much on appearances and economic gain versus protecting their locals and their communities and culture. This model teaches us that true urban regeneration has to be inclusive to all and make sure that the growth benefits everyone, not just a few. Thank you.